But your coach in Kaboom 2022, Nadu. He was like this, no? I hear many good things.
He helped me a lot, you know.
He made Ranger go to gym. Yeah, I heard he's like ex-pro player.
Yeah, what I heard from him was really strict.
He helped me a lot on the early, you know. If you have this mentality on the early of this split, like on Kaboom on this year,
I think
it's because of him. Because even after a perfect game, he looked to me and look this time, you know. You should do this. What you think you need to do, and I think I am the player that I getting better when people say to me and help me, you know, like make me get into the game and show me the things, you know. If you just let me, like,
do you rather be a leading voice or be led?
Led, of course. Like,
it's easier.
It's easier, of course, but some people can. Once they experience leadership, they don't want to let it go, right?
Really?
I can be the leader if like someone teach me about the game, about like the other stuff, you know. And I be really good at doing this, and I need to want to be too. If I don't want to be and this come to me, it's different, you know?
Where did this idea of you being an eternal promise come from though? I see this so many times, you know. I see maybe promise?
I think it's
because I started early too much.
Yeah, really? he started really early.
When did you start? Tell me.
I started screaming, like get like training mode at like 13, 14 years old.
Really?
I started to scream.
Caralho.
Yeah.
Well, you were a challenger at 13, 14.
14 years.
So you could have been like Faker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The thing is, he was really mechanical talented, right?
Yeah.
That's the first sign. That's the first sign.
Yeah.
So once you see that kind of player, say, that guy, eventually he will realize his potential.
Yeah.
But
and my performance always had some peak and down, you know? And maybe this like...
And he has
alimenta essa narrativa.
And he has that like hard winning lanes or sometimes really hard carrying, and people expect you to do it every single time. But when you try to do that, sometimes it backfires, right?
I think that you're a victim of the region, to be honest, from what I'm hearing.
I think so too.
Like if you went to the right teams in the right region.
If he was playing LEC, he could.
But to be honest, LEC coaching is also not that good. It's like really overrated, you know. There's like maybe 3 or 4.
Better than here.
There are something like that.
I heard some stories, bro.
We all have
some stories, guys.
Can I ask you something? Oh, I mean, this is narrative, right? A lot of people are saying now that you can carry games, but when the pressure comes, you like the word they use is anxiety. Do you feel you are anxious during the game, or do you think that's just some bullshit, or it makes a bit of sense?
I think can make a bit of sense, to be honest. Like, but I think it's when the split starts, you are really fine mind. Your mind is really fine. Like, you can play too much, you can talk with your team, but at the ending of the split, probably I get a lot of like
energy.
Yeah, like, and maybe this fit with the playoffs and everything like builds of like this, you know. And maybe how can I say, like, everything makes me be bad on this time, like
you
playing a lot
mentally,
of you get
mentally like tilted.
If playoff maybe starts with the earliest split, maybe the things change because I'm not like already burnout.
So you like push yourself too much, you think?
Yeah, maybe, you know.
You'll get tired during this.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, but not just this, you know. Maybe this one thing can happen, and of course I feel like a kind of anxiety. I don't know how to say.
Anxious, anxiety,
anxious.
But I think I handle well like this last time that I played playoffs. I think just I don't know, like maybe every time this happen, you know, my team don't fit well, and of course like I look for my life and think like maybe it's my fault, what I'm doing wrong, you know.
Yeah.
Every time this happen, I try to search what's happening, you know.
So that's the feedback I was going to give you, actually, and this is real talk, right? This is real talk, because for me, what makes Tockers special, right? And we talked a lot, right? Us being friends was like a choice by me too, you know, because throughout his career, I think something that Tockers did better than any mid laner in the history of Brazil, in my opinion, is he adapted to every team really well. Understand? Like he played good, but you found solutions. For example, I remember Revolta was in Cade.
Yeah.
And then you went to Red.
Yeah.
Because they chose Revolta. And that split, I believe the reason you won over Revolta was because you adapted to that team to do whatever it takes to win in that roster.
Yeah.
You know? And for me, I feel like when I saw you, it was like one style. I want to smash this fucking lane, right? And I want my jungler mid, and I'll carry this shit. Why? Because if things get hard, if my team struggles, right? I know I can carry, I'm the solution, you know? But then your team becomes very one-dimensional, and you don't play super high level, you know?
I kind of agree. Like I follow this mindset, but when I was champion in Tier 2, like I don't know if you know, like Circuitão, you know, I was champion playing like Twisted Fate.
Yeah, that's why I think you were champion.
You know, like and I don't play for me, you know.
Yeah, that's why I think you were champion though.
What makes me like don't play myself and just laning was like Gafoni this time. He's coach, and he always talk with me like you need to stop, like maybe this thing you can't play Akali, maybe this thing because Akali was
there is
really
the saying where every Brazilian wants to be Neymar playing, you know. They want to be the star, the number 10 and make the big plays, and sometimes you gotta be just.
And he starts like to talk with me, like we go to the gym and like he always like on my ear like, oh, calm down, it's fine, you're playing like TF, like it's fine, you can handle, calm down. Like he talked to me a lot, but he changed my mind.
But you never really looked back and said, oh, maybe this is what I need to do.
Because sometimes I get the pressure to carry.
That's what I feel too, because the thing is, I don't see you as a negative person. I want to make that very clear. One of the reasons I invite you on here is because I see you positively, you know. If I don't like someone, I don't really want to do a show with them, right? It's more like you want to be, you're used to being the solution. You want to fix the problem, and you look toward yourself. But I think in a team, it's very hard, you know? And that's why I said that with Lonely, because Lonely is a very quiet person, right? I think he's very introvert. Lonely. Seos is very quiet, very obvious. Natuno, very quiet, you can tell. Malrang, very quiet. So you're the only loud voice in the team. But Lonely, last year, played strong side every game. He played with resource. So now you have strong side top, strong side mid, and Natuno Seos, who was meant to be the superstar. So your team get confused, you know? Do I play bot? Do I play top? Do I play mid?
But draft even.
But who has the loudest voice? You. So you draw all the attention mid, and then Lonely don't know how to play with this style, you know? That's the hard part, I think. That's why I think striving for excellence, being really high level, is so hard.
Maybe if I fix really well with Maurang, like our really better.
That's why.
Because we could like, okay, let's carry the team because we play like this, you know?
I shouldn't have done it, but I don't know if you remember. I tried to speak to you a few times, actually. I said, I don't know if it was you or it was with Maurang in CBLOL Studio 2. Okay. And I say like, you need to know how to deal with people, you know? I don't tell you how in detail, but...
Yeah, but this gets in my mind, you know? And I try to...
You did? Yeah. I mean, I'm trolling, I guess, but...
You almost...
Yeah, but...
my girlfriend helped me a lot.
Yeah.
She's really smart.
I do want to say that too, because I was joking earlier about girlfriends. I do think, like, and tell me if you agree with this. When you're an esports player, especially in Brazil, you get a lot of attention, right? And when you're young, it's very hard to choose a good partner. You know? So now you have the perfect girl. It's all good. I got you, bro. I understand. But before, thank you. Would you say that this was like a difficulty, you know, in terms of maturity? Because it's very hard to find the right, mature, intelligent woman that can help you be better, you know? Like, for example, Smiley has a girlfriend and she is brilliant. Brilliant. She'll always tell him how great he is. She'll go there, support his career. She'll watch all his games. She'll never complain if you have to train long, you know? Like, do you agree that this is kind of a problem in Brazil, you know? Not just you, like in general.
I said to him, when you get the chicken, like if you have like 17, 18, 19 years old,
Yeah.
maybe you don't know how to manage this, you know, you don't have mature to handle this. And this time maybe is the bad time to get into a relationship, you know. But after this, maybe you can do better, you know.
But that's the saddest part.
That's
Because
my opinion.
if you don't do 17, 18, 19, when do you build the experience, you know?
It's
And
good
let's
point.
be real. We got three men here. When you're 17, 18, when I was 17, 18, 19,
You're fucking stupid.
yeah.
I had so much testosterone. Right? That's all I think about, you know. It's like this. You know, it's very hard, right? So I think that's where role models come in really important, like people that you learn from, teachers.
Let me ask you something.
Yeah, I think so.
How does work in Korea for pro players? Are they like
I mean,
prohibited or it's
it's not prohibited, but it's frowned upon. And I think that's where I kind of disagree. You know, for me, one of the reasons why Brazil lose so many promise is because, first of all, from what I experienced as a gringo, is Brazilians are more sexually liberal than conservative country.
Korea is not like this.
It's not like this, bro. And Australia is a little bit, but like a lot less than Brazil, you know. I come
Brazil
here,
is like crazy.
bro. When I first opened my Instagram, when I came here, I was like, "What the fuck?" I'm not even like, you know. I ignore this. For 4 months, I ignore this. The first split.
Bad, bro.
So now you're leaving.
Now I'm living a little bit, but
okay.
calm down. But I'm still really focused, you know.
Yeah.
Like for example, I will delete all my apps before playoffs.
Okay.
It's like this, for example. But I'm old, you know. I'm 28, and I had a lot of. I mean, I'm not old. I'm not old.
You're
but
old.
I'm old for esports, and I have a lot of life experience, you know. So like, I think
Not a coaching. Coaching 28
Coaching?
is really fine.
sure, yeah. But compared to like 19, 18-year-old, I'm 10 years older. You know?
But
He seems a bit elderly, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But what I was trying to say is like, I think 17, 18, 19 is your prime years. This is when you can like build something. This is when you can build a legacy, you know? If you get good at 17, 18, 19, by the time you're 21, you're a
I
fucking
can't?
monster.
You pick
can't
up skills
anymore?
so
I think
fast.
you still can, but I think it's harder. I'll be honest. I think you can for sure. If you want it more than anything, you can. But I mean, don't you guys agree? Because if you're like 17, 18, 19, if imagine
You have more
Chovy,
chance.
yeah, imagine Chovy like sleep with women then, you know. For me, the reason
If
is
Slope born in Brazil,
yeah.
I mean-
he's not good.
No, but for me, it's not a matter of Brazil. It's a matter of discipline and having good teacher and good influence. You know?
It's because
Yeah.
you pick up skills easily when you are that age, right?
Let me say, you know, at 17, I was homeless. Did I tell you?
What?
17, I leave my house and I live on the street. You know.
I didn't know about this.
Yeah. So 17, 18, 19, I work a lot, and I'm stressed and I'm fucking horny. You know. But I don't do anything. I do nothing. I just study and I work. And I meet my first woman at 21. And in the age between 17 and 21, as a human being, I think every other person was here and I went like here, you know? Because I study like music, I study history, I study my university, I learn work experience. So when everyone is partying, I never go. I'm like here, you know? So when I went to workplace properly, I felt really, really ahead. And I think it's same in esports. You know what I mean? Imagine when you were 17, 18, 19, you just focus on game, bro. You're fake. It's like this. So that's the point I was trying to make. And I think that's why Joko always say the Magi stack thing, you know? I think, you know the Magi stack?
Magi stack.
You can... Fella.
No, I don't know, but I can imagine a bit what it is.
It's like the longer you don't use your power, right? Muito tempo, you go better. It's like Magi, you know?
Oh,
Stacking. And then you become OP. 25 stack Magi. It's my opinion.
that guy's a doctor.
That guy's a doctor. And the funny thing is, Joko make the paper and he showed me. It's scientific.
Oh, that's science?
Yeah, it's actually
No, you're
science.
fucking
No,
kidding.
I'm serious.
Really?
Yeah.
But he's saying like having sex or
Relationship.
overall. Like
Yeah, but to be
using the.
But don't you
the
think
power.
don't you think that having sex is addictive?
Huh?
It's how do I say addictive?
Addictive. Vicia.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, it is. Like if you have once, you always think about this, you know? It's like this. So
Have some players in Brazil that I need, you know,
that's why I was asking you.
and they.
So you're
They
saying
perform well.
testosterone is the enemy of Brazilian League of Legends?
Yeah.
Wow.
But how about you, Tockers? When you were in INTZ, did you have girlfriends?
No.
See? See?
What?
League 24
Tockers
hours.
2015, 2016, did you have a girlfriend?
No.
See? Yeah, sabe muito, cara. It's like this, bro.
Guys, yeah, can be.